A very big hello to my wonderful PU2 champions. I hope all my dear children are doing absolutely great. Well, before I start off with this video, I would like to share a story with you guys. So there was once a child who gave his 100% into studying the entire chapter, whatever was there in his syllabus. Okay, and then he went to the examination hall, he saw the question paper, he was literally so happy seeing that there were all the questions that he knew. He gave the answers for all the questions and then he came back home expecting some good marks out there. After a few days, when he got his mark sheet, he was kind of surprised because the marks were not as he expected. What do you think went wrong over here? Because anyway, he gave his 100% into studying. What do you think? Well, it's about how you frame your answers, how you present your answer sheet, my dear children. Suppose I know everything, but in my answer paper, I write only few points out there. I do for a 5-marker question, I just write 4 points and I come back. Do you think they will give you the whole 5 marks out there? Or probably you have written a lot of things but not made the diagram out there. Or probably you have written everything, but there are so many scratches in your answer sheet. Or probably you have written everything but there is no clear differentiation. This is part C question. First 25 comes, then comes 23, then comes 20th question. There is no order. So my dear children, all of it matters a lot and I want you to score full and full in your examination because I believe that you are putting your 100% efforts into it. So right now, I am going to show you a paper. So this is an answer sheet. What are the things that you notice and you think that is pretty good? The first thing that I could see is what? It is very neat. And if you see, the handwriting is very consistent. It's not like I have a handwriting over here, a very different handwriting over here. It's very consistent. It's very neat. Okay. The second thing is that the answers, whichever is there, it is in points. So as a teacher, it's very easy for me to read it clearly. The next thing, the margins and the proper spacing between the answers. So if you see, this is 31st answer, then I have a line left over there, then I have the next answer being started off. And the margins also, nothing is going beyond this particular margin out there. So the margins, proper spacing, everything is clear, right? Now the next thing, if you see over here, the diagrams, even the diagrams are pretty decent. It's very neat, clean and labeled, my dear children. Everything is being labeled with proper arrows here and there. Whatever is needed, it is all there. Right? Apart from that, what can I notice? Important formulas, whichever it's there, it's highlighted. It's put in the box. Okay. And apart from that, if you see the paper flow, all of it, it's clearly maintained. Right now, he completed part B. Now he's going into what? Part C. Everything is crystal clear. And don't you think if a person writes like this, a teacher, when he or she sees this, will be so happy and probably would be giving that goodie marks out there? Obviously, yes. So which is why this video is very, very important. Suppose on the other hand, you have just mixed everything out there, not written properly, your handwriting is not that great, you do not know that you had to draw a diagram out there, part C is there, but question number something else is there, you're not writing in flow, you're writing in paragraph. Do you think you will get the same marks even though you have the same amount of knowledge out there? No. So as of now, in today's video, we are going to go subject-wise. And I'm going to assure you I will let you know what are the things that you need to keep in your mind for each subjects out there. So starting with chemistry. The first thing is that in any name reaction, you have to start off with a proper definition and then you have to give an example to it. So over here, Finkelstein reaction is being asked with here's the definition and here is what, my dear children, the example of it. The second thing, don't write too much extra, be to the point. Over here, this is a question that is being asked, the answer is to the point. Nothing, no extra drama is there because, my dear children, at the end of the day, you do not have much time for each questions out there. You need to realize for 1-marker question, this much time is there. For 2-marker question, 2 minutes is there, not beyond that. Because if you take too much time over here, you would miss out on the 5-marker and the other questions out there. Cool? Now the third thing, along with the chemical structure, mention the chemical name. So over here, a question mark is being put. Why? Because the chemical name has not been mentioned. So methyl chloride is this and you have to convert it to methyl alcohol. So over here, you have to mention that this is what? Methyl alcohol. So please do that. Okay, so over here, that is not being mentioned, which is why a question mark is being put down there. So whatever reactions that you're writing, make sure you're writing what is this structure called as well. Now going ahead, write the steps properly for all the mechanism reactions. So this is the mechanism of acid catalyzed dehydration of ethanol to ethene. So over here, whatever steps are there, step 1, protonation, step 2, formation of carbocation, all of carbocation, all of it is what? Mentioned properly, step by step. And here also the child did the same mistake. Ethanol is being written over here, but what is being made is not being mentioned. So please write the name. Whenever you are putting this thing, you have to write the name as well. But the good thing is that he or she has mentioned whether it's slow or fast, whatever important reaction terms are there, which is linked to this particular reaction, has been mentioned properly. So please do that. Now practice the chemical structures properly. So over here, the structure of sucrose is being asked, but as you can see, there is a mistake, which is why the child has lost the marks. So if at all you can, make sure you're practicing enough amount of chemical structures properly, draw it properly, and then on the examination day this won't be happening. Okay, so draw it clearly, put down the terms properly, write down the names. Fine. Is there something else? Yes. Write the answers with correct unit in the numerical question. So whatever numerical question is there, over here you have to write the answers with G, mole, whatever it is there, gram per mole. So whatever thing is there, mention that properly. And apart from that, in these type of numerical questions, the first thing is that you have to mention the formula. And after formula mentioning, you have to, substitute the formula with whatever terms are being there. And after the, proper substitution, you have to deduce the correct answer with units. So these three things are something that you have to keep in your mind while solving what? Numerical questions. Formula, substitution, and then correct answers with units. Now, whenever you are thinking to write extra, for example, in part B, you have an option to basically write 5 answers. Okay, right, 7 questions might be there. You have to choose 5 and write it down. But if at all you feel that, okay, my 5th answer is not that great, I can write the extra answers. So the best way to do it, once your whole paper ends, write at the top extra questions. And then from what part is this question? It's from part B. This is what part B. What is the correct question number? Write the correct question number and then explain. If at all you're missing out on these information, a teacher is feeling frustrated because teacher does not know what marker question is being answered over here. So make sure you are doing that. Okay, this is for what? The extra questions which are with proper numbering. You have to mention the numbers very, very precisely. And my dear children, make sure you're not going beyond the margins anyhow. Okay, so these are the things for chemistry. And now, before I go ahead with other subjects, the first question that I have you subscribed to the channel yet? After listening to all these details, don't you think that is very, very, very important for you to score marks? Obviously, right. And who are the ones who is sharing this information? We. So what is the best thing that you can do for us? To subscribe to the channel. What is the best thing that you can do for yourself? To subscribe to the channel. Why? Because we are going to give you content that is definitely going to help you well. So if at all you have not subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe to it right now. Share it with your friends also. Okay? Done? And also click on the like button and let us know if at all there is any queries that you have in your head. And before I go ahead, my dear children, I know it's not a very correct time to talk about this, but I'm pretty sure your long-term goal is not just to crack your midterm examination, but to crack some actual competitive examinations such as KCET and COMET-K. And we are launching something for that, that is KC90, which is a 90-day crash course. So initially we thought we will be, giving you offline classes for it at Deeksha campuses. That is definitely happening, but we are now thinking of one more vertical of taking it online as well, seeing your requests in the comment section. So definitely let us know what all other requests you have. We will definitely make sure that we make your wish come true out there. Okay, so this is a number that you have to contact to. The link would be given in the description box. You can check out the link for more such updates about this. Okay, now physics. In physics, what are the things that you should be keeping in mind? So write all the MCQ answers fully along with their correct option number. So this is a generic thing. It's for all the subjects. So somewhere I have included some generic things as well. So over here, whenever you are writing MCQ questions for physics, chemistry, mathematics, whatever is it, choose the correct option and make sure you're writing the entire option. It's not like A, that's all. No, you have to write the entire thing, because when you write it, you get to know, okay, this is what I'm writing, and the chances of you getting the answers wrong is also very much nil then. Second thing, write the difference between question with proper separation, as you can see over here. There should be proper separation, there should be point 1, point 2, point 3, everything mentioned clearly. Okay, next thing, in the formula based questions, don't miss the details. So over here in the formula based questions, as you can see over here, the unit, what does it stand for, is mentioned every now and then towards the side, and that has been replaced. So over here, if at all you are not writing it, you are just explaining this particular thing, the teacher does not understand that where did the B and A come from. The teacher knows, but it is like you're showing that I know this, I'm confident about this, there is no way you can cut my marks in this. Okay, and apart from that, wherever diagrams are necessary, make sure you draw it. Box your final answers for better clarity. So over here, I am doing a lot of a big question, but in every step I am boxing my answer. So it becomes all the more clearer for the teacher to understand that yes, this child has done this much very, very neatly and properly. Okay, so please box your answers for better clarity. Next thing, support your answers with diagrams wherever necessary. Over here, Gauss's law is being explained. Apart from that, a diagram is also being mentioned. A small diagram is also enough. You don't have to draw big fancy diagrams. Small diagrams with proper labelings are enough for getting you marks out there. This shows that you are confident. Okay, trust me when I say this. And now we're going ahead with mathematics. In maths, what are the things that you should be keeping in mind? Give a proper conclusion at the end. So for example, this is the question that you have solved. Therefore, the equation of the line is 2x plus 6y is equals to 0. This is a concluding statement. But when you put like this, it is really good. It is a good way of presentation of your answers. So either you can box it as well, but having a proper conclusion, if at all you have a time, it will be really nice. Now mention the formulas properly. So over here, this formula is being mentioned very nice. Circumference. This is the thing. Okay. So please mention it properly, please replace it properly, and whatever here, every question's answer, if you see, my dear children, this child has put a conclusion, which is really good, right? Next thing, draw the graphs neatly with proper scale and labeling. So over here, the scale has been put down properly, okay, and the labelings over here has also been marked. What is X, what is Y, what is this particular region? You can mark this particular region as well, okay? This person has shaded it really well. All of it is very neat. And over here, the question number is being marked, and also there will be place to write down your roll number, everything. So make sure you write it, don't leave it empty, because if at all that page goes off somewhere, you will not get your marks then. So make sure you're putting everything which is necessary in the graph sheet out there. Now step marking, each step counts, so show all the working. So over here, my dear children, this child has beautifully put down all the things, step by step. So this is very much important. These steps can give you marks. So suppose until here you are right, you will get some marks. Here you could be wrong, but still because of these steps, you would be awarded with some marks out there. And if you have noticed, this child has not done the whole scratching thing. Just few marks out there. That's enough. If at all you feel that whatever you have written is wrong, just a mark with that. Okay? And also with that, I remember whenever you solve MCQ questions, make sure you are thinking and then only writing. Rewriting MCQ question might take away your marks. So please don't do that. Okay, if you want, you can use your pencil and write the answer first and then go ahead. Okay? Now, the final one, biology. So over here, mention the karyotype in a detailed way. So if at all you get the karyotype based questions over here, for Klinefelter syndrome 44A plus XSY is written, you can also write 47, you can also mention it is 47 chromosomes. Why? Because here there is an additional thing. X, 1X is what? Extra. The symptoms are being written very properly. Now, be precise with the direction of the strand whenever you're solving questions from molecular basis of inheritance, my dear children. 3 dash, 5 dash, and all of it is very necessary. Make sure you're mentioning it properly. Now, when genus name and species name is written for human health and diseases, make sure here, as you can see, Haemophilus influenzae, the H is capital because it is genus name. In species name I, influenzae, the I is in small letters. So all these small details are really important. It can cost you your marks. Apart from this, the phenotypic and genotypic ratio should be elaborated. So here it is clearly mentioned. Phenotypic ratio is 1:2:1. But what does 1 stand for? 1 stands for red. 2 stands for what? Pink. 1 stands for white. Apart from that, question related genetics should have parents, gametes and generation. So parents, it is this. Gametes is this. And the generation is this. Now what do? And then after that, what do? You make Punnett square. All of it, step by step, it is clearly been mentioned over here. So no one has a doubt about it. Even you don't miss anything, and the teacher also will give you definitely full marks. Okay? So this is how it should look like. And apart from that, label the diagram properly. So whenever you have a diagram, as you can see over here, this child has written it very nicely. It's properly labeled. Every single thing is just like a replica of your NCERT out there. Even it's actually better than your NCERT. Okay, so make sure you're making the diagram and also labeling it, and have a practice of it from now itself. whenever you get bored of studying, take the paper and start drawing the diagram and start to label it. This is the thing that you can do. Okay, so that's all for now. I hope this video have helped you in some ways. If at all, if it had, as I said, do not forget to click on the subscribe button. And my dear children, if you have any queries, let us know in the comment section. If you like the video, let us know in the comment section. If you like the video, do not forget to hit on the like button as well. Wishing you all the best. You are going to give your best. I'm pretty sure about that. Bye-bye. Take care.